I was just trying to get fancy.
Fancy. Hey, live stream people! This is an introduction to Poolguy Shepherd of the people, bringing the sheep into the fold, a fellow believer and revolutionary.
You're all sheep, by the way.
So this morning we were, Paul plays guitar, and he had been playing...
it scares the bears away.
Playing Bob Marley's Cornerstone.
And the Lions.
Because we want to learn and sing it, and so far Paul and I have done 2 songs together. One was a cover of Stick Figure... What's the song? Breathe. Right. Breathe and Take It In. It's what do you think of Breathe, the song? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's a good song.
Beautiful song.
Like it. Beautiful.
By Stick Figure. It's like if you have children, make a video of your family. That's a song that you play in the background while you show your family photos. That's the song of a righteous Christian family wanting to go into Yah's kingdom. Yah's kingdom on earth, and a return to the garden.
Mile, turn right onto Northdale Boulevard.
So it's the morning, it's raining, and again, like Paul shows up every morning at 6 with a smile, and we go, it's dark out and raining, right? Like right smile. Now. And his previous job was a banker. And I'm going like I was saying this to him in the dark this morning.
It's true.
I'm like, dude, what do you how many?
Sitting at a desk for 9 hours a day.
9 hours a day as a banker, and that's when I met him. Like I'm like the most anti-bank guy that you know. and like I was saying to Paul, like this job is hell for most bankers.
Yeah.
Because most bankers, they want the synthetic life of sitting in a chair all day long, which is so supernatural. And now we're building pools in the rain. And why do you like it more?
Because I get to be outside.
Outside. Tribal.
I get to walk around barefoot on the holes we dig. Like, no, seriously, we're digging up the earth, and we're digging up like this fresh dirt that nobody's ever walked on yet. So I'm taking my shoes off and I'm walking on it.
Yeah, they say scientifically like that plants in some way reconnects you.
That's what they say. So I'm testing it out, and I don't know if it's working or not because I still have a sinus infection.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, maybe it's better than it could be.
That's the thing. I just haven't adapted yet. Fully. But I'm loving it. I am loving it.
Yeah, every day I'm barefoot in the dirt doing this. This is a barefoot in the dirt. Like we wear flip-flops and shorts, but we do construction. So that's why it's so cool to be a pool guy. Like your uniform is just casual. If you were playing sports and wanted, like, that's more or less what we wear. We could easily just drive to go play Ultimate right now. This is what you'd wear.
Well, don't we need cleats for that?
Or go to the beach. Like it's casual wear, whatever you call that.
Play slip and slide too.
Yep.
Water.
So in Florida in August, like yesterday, we drove to a job that we couldn't build because the ground is so saturated with water. Because it's rained every single day for the past how long? 2 weeks.
When did this start? Wow, has been. I don't know. I lost count. Every day.
Every
day this week. Yeah, last week too.
So we work outside and we get rained on all of the time. All of the time.
Which is actually a blessing because the sun is brutal.
Yeah, like it's actually nicer to build. Like when the sun actually comes back for an hour or two, like at 1 in the afternoon, you're like, what is that? Stop it! You know?
Yeah, it comes to cook.
Yeah, you can feel like okay, stop it. So our hats. Show the good people your hat, please,
here's
Shepherd.
My hat.
It's big. Like
a shepherd's hat.
The shepherd's hat.
I didn't make it myself yet, so I need to learn.
Yeah,
that way it'll be more unique.
His is natural and out of straw, and mine is like one of those things they sell on TV where it has some unbelievable claim. that if you get it wet,
You gotta show them yours.
it makes
too.
it cooler.
Where's the other one?
And
Yeah, it looks like those solar film things you put in your car to block the sun. Just put that on your head and put a rim around it. That's the hat.
yeah, the
got a
dashboard
nice
protector thing.
Satellite
Exactly.
dish on your head that is reflecting.
It's my tinfoil hat. That's it. It's my tinfoil
It's a
hat.
tinfoil-
Is it close?
I
Can you
don't
show
know.
the
I
good
can't
people?
find it. I can't find
Show everybody my tinfoil hat.
it. Oh, there it is.
It's so.
You might be blinded by it, so watch out. This is what they found at Roswell. They found this at Roswell. This is a piece.
That went to the moon, man.
It's a piece of an alien spacecraft. That's what that is. See?
That's
Look at
the
that.
same thing that keeps out the.
All we need to do is tie a string to it. Then
Yeah,
we can start
it-
making a sci-fi movies. Check it out.
Like that. That's the craft that attacked the Starship Enterprise.
Exactly.
They beam it up. It's like the guys that look like the cats with no hair. That was like one of their enemies.
Yeah.
Where they're hairless and like their eyes are bulgy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They always had these strange, like tribbles. Remember those?
Oh, the furry ones. Yeah.
Yeah, like they had no eyes. It was just a fur
It
ball,
was just a ball
basically.
of fur.
But they kept
Well,
breeding.
Well, that's why I think.
Wasn't that the thing? They just kept breeding. And
Yeah,
just,
they
like,
just
take-
kept like multiplying by like triple
Uh-huh.
every time they, I don't know, touched or something.
Uh-huh.
Or somebody touched one. Or
They're hypersexual.
they're bunnies.
Yeah.
Space bunnies.
Yep. Okay, so Cornerstone. We're looking at I play a 3-string guitar because I'm a moron, and I have so little ambidextry that I can't do two things at once. So,
You should maybe try a bow. Have you ever tried that?
no, man, I can't change anymore. I got to stick with this. I got to stick with one thing finally.
Well, that way you have one hand just kind of, and then the other one is just the fingers.
So literally, with a 3-string guitar where it's tuned to an open G, the song the song is just a C and a G. Paul just taught me this morning, thankfully, and it just changes back and forth.
I can't take credit for it.
Well, with
In
me, that means
1,000
I only
feet,
have to
turn right onto Florida
squeeze the C
597 South.
and let off for the G. So it's as simple. Like if you're gonna teach a toddler how to play, this is how simple it is. Just to squeeze 3 strings for small hands like myself and children.
Turn right onto Florida 597 South,
are you a
State
hobbit?
Highway 597.
I know. Maybe.
Are
Whatever
you,
it takes.
Are you borderline dwarf?
I'm
Is that what you're
hoping to
saying?
be. I'm hoping to be a David. I'm hoping to walk
But David
in that.
was just a boy.
That I'm a child
He
of
wasn't-
God, baby.
He wasn't small because he was a imp.
I don't. He was the youngest son, so he was definitely smaller
He was a
than the other
boy.
ones.
He was just a little boy.
Only a boy named David.
That's why they call him boy throughout the whole story.
There's a
Boy.
song about. You ever hear that song about David?
Like 9 or 10.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's
There's
like
a
really
famous
young.
song about David.
No, song about David. Oh, well, I'm sure there's.
The first line of it is "Only a boy named David."
Continue on Florida 597 South for 6 miles.
So yeah, like in Cornerstone, it goes, "The stone that the builder refused will always be the head cornerstone. The stone that the builders refused, yeah, will always be the head cornerstone. You're a builder, baby. Here I am a stone. Don't you pick and refuse me. 'Cause the things people refuse are the things they should choose. Do you hear me? Hear what I say. Stone that the builder refused would always be the head cornerstone." Right? So that's how the song goes. And it is one of my chief pieces of evidence to prove that Bob Marley is a Christian, that he is a believer, or was a believer, and that he was a prophet, because he used the word of God in the form of music as one of the most powerful weapons. It's the only weapon. Yeah, the sword of the word. It's a weapon.
Is a guitar?
Yes.
Guitars don't look like swords, bro.
A 3-string guitar.
A 3-string guitar.
Only a boy. David played, right? So
that's not what he played to kill Goliath.
Oh, I agree.
He didn't go out there with his guitar. He like, here, sir, let me play you a guitar solo.
Yeah, it was war. Like, whoever lost that conflict
he hit him with a rock.
Was going to be enslaved by the other side.
He hit him with the cornerstone.
Yes, I agree. A smooth stone.
The foundation.
Let me get going here. Highway speed. All right, we're driving out. The sun's just kind of coming up. It's complete cloud cover. Got a little drizzle going. A lot of times we show up and it's nice, so it's good when you can walk around with the homeowner when you arrive at the pool, because what you're doing is you're setting a foundation. Every day, Paul and I build a foundation every single day, and when you build a foundation,
that's true.
You have stones.
That is true.
And we use a stone that goes underneath these pools every single day, and we put up a wall every single day.
Hinges, man.
We've built infinitely more mini walls than Donald Trump. Or most Mexicans.
Yeah.
If you're to see your average...
And I just started.
And yeah, I have put up more walls than Mexicans. For real.
I could probably say, yeah, you probably have.
I got a witness. Hallelujah. So in building these walls, like in building a house of just 4 walls, right? You put in cornerstones. And I can tell you as an absolute fact, if that cornerstone is faulty in some way, right? You use the wrong cornerstone, the whole thing collapses. So you begin with the beginning, and the beginning is the cornerstone. And we're going to focus on that, like, because like we're just reading.
In a circle, they're all the cornerstones.
Yeah. So in the Bible,
all stones are cornerstones.
Just like all of us are part of the cornerstone.
Yeah.
We were just reading that this morning in Thessalonians, because we wanted to prove Bob Marley was singing a Christian song. Well, like, where is cornerstone in the Bible? Mm-hmm. And go look it up. There's like 10 verses about...
a bunch of them. Good ones.
In the Old Testament and the New Testament. Yep. And each of them have... It's all of it, everything is kind of written in stone in the Old Testament. In the New Testament, it's about the people becoming the home of the living Spirit. And that as Yah pours out his Spirit onto humanity, how we, being obedient to his morality, we become that planted cornerstone, where we're seeds, and we're being planted all over the earth to create a brotherly, loving society. Because I want my kids to grow up with Paul's kids, right? Or if the land of our fathers is Europe, right? He's French, and I'm largely English, mostly
French and Swedish,
and he's Cherokee, right? So he could
pinch.
Yeah, so he could. If you believed in the culture of the Cherokees and like you were around them, like, you know what? I want my children to be raised in the culture of the Cherokee, because they lived on the land, they were rooted, they grew, and they had a big territory. Like they had 5 states. Right? How big? Like, where is that again? What states?
From what I remember, is North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, parts of Mississippi, probably Tennessee too, maybe a little.
And that's the whole Trail of the Tears. Cherokee people, the suffering under the Trail of Tears.
That was when the U.S. government kicked them out.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson, yes.
Who also fought the bankers and called them a den of thieves.
He fought everybody. That was his thing. He just loved to fight.
Well, here's the deal with Jackson, though, specifically. During his
he's the original
presidency, it was the only time during his presidency that the U.S. had no national debt. And when you're not a borrower, you're not a servant to the moneylenders. So he did beat the bank.
And the Indians.
And, yeah, I'm not saying he's a perfect dude because he's idolatrous.
Oh, man.
He believed in we the people. That's how I'm different than Andrew Jackson. He was a constitutionalist, and I am not a constitutionalist. I don't believe that we the people define good and evil. I believe Yah defines good and evil, and I believe that is the head cornerstone, and that we the people are rejecting the chief cornerstone, and that is
we're rejecting the foundation. We're the cornerstone that's out of alignment.
Yeah, it's us.
God is the whole circle. We're a piece of that circle that is out of alignment, like building the pool. We're the cornerstone.
Yeah,
it's
we're
us.
out. Yeah.
We've refused.
We in Jesus. We in believers.
Well, it's everybody. It's all of us. Believers or non-believers, we're all in the same boat.
Yeah, we are in a world of hurt.
We're in the same plane of existence.
Of captivity. We're all in the same captivity.
Call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're here exactly at the same spot that we're supposed to be. Because we're the ones out of alignment with the truth.
Yeah. Hallelujah. We are out of whack.
Out of whack.
we are
whacked.
Nathan, Jim's son Nathan. I don't know who's watching. I can't read it. Nathan's Jim's son, who is a math teacher. So mathematicians are like people that like to build stuff, right? And it feels good to build stuff. We're engineered to build things, and we're engineered to teach our children to build things. Like Paul has two sons that are the exact same age as my sons, and they all play together and wrestle, and like it's puppies from two different families, and all the puppies are now interplaying, right?
Starting to.
Yeah, and it's so cool because they're we play Dragon Tag, right? That's one of the games we play.
Tag, yeah.
We launch the rocket. Remember that? It's the ball.
Oh yeah, those rockets were awesome.
Yeah, so we have all of these videos of our kids playing
turned
together.
Them into darts and started throwing them at each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they all lit up, so you could turn out the lights in the whole house.
Oh, you can bomb the other guy
and just throw them at each other throughout.
We were bombing the dragon.
Yeah, I came up with that one. It's like, oh yeah, let's launch them at the dinosaur.
Yeah. So
the dragon, whatever, same thing.
So that's what's so cool is we're teaching our children to be dragon slayers, right? So we have the song, Daddy, what did you do in the Great War?
Daddy, what did you do in the Great War?
Fight, did you stand, did you even the score?
Fight, did you stand, did you even the score?
Crush serpent's head to be seen no more.
Crush serpent's head to be seen no more.
Serpent!
Serpent!
Crusher! Dragon! Slayer! Over! Comer! Obstacle! Course! So before the kids do obstacle courses, which everything is an obstacle course to a little kid. Everything, you know what I mean? They're just like, ooh, how do I open this? How do I climb on this? They're just
right.
they're little physicians.
Yeah,
physicists.
Absolutely.
They're little physicists.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Sean is a very hands-on mechanic.
Uh-huh.
He's plugging things together.
Uh-huh.
Taking the markers off, the tops off the markers.
Uh-huh.
Like he doesn't even draw. Like I tried to get him to color with it. Like here, put it on the paper, try to color, and he just kind of nah. And so he takes the cap and he just puts them back together and then takes them apart. Puts them together and takes them apart. Sean's a mechanic. He's going to be able to fix things.
And my kids do the same thing. And you because you see these consistent, because there's like this week where your kid will go through an obsession, and it's caps. Caleb and Christian both had a phase where they're way into caps because it's like the easiest thing where you're having authority over something. Hey, I know how to control my hands. That's what they're doing. They're like, hey, I can control these things to pick stuff up if I want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the lesson they're learning. Like Yah's and we're not doing it. Yah's doing it. Yah's just like...
Yeah, if you ever want to walk with God, go on a walk with a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
Just with them walking too.
We both have
Barefoot.
1-year-olds.
Both of you barefoot, just walking wherever. Let him lead it too.
Yeah. He's like...
Just enjoy the world that unfolds as you walk with this child. And when I did this with Sean the other day, it was awesome because there's an old cranky lady at the end of our road. Anytime of course, I had a dog before this, and he never went in her yard other than, pee or anything, but she, so she was cranky. Anyway, so I've never seen this woman happy. I've either heard her yelling at somebody else or just yelling in general. I'm not sure, But when I'm walking with Sean this day, he's up front just walking around, and she comes out with her garbage very slowly, and we're hitting her head on. Sean is gonna bowl right into her. I mean, he's just walking, and he just waves at her, and when she looks down at him, her face just went beaming from ear to ear.
It's the only thing that broke her.
She fucking
and made her smile because she saw heaven
with a smile on her face.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was awesome.
And his son Sean has the most sunny smile you will ever see. Like, it's the most angelically innocent smile. Like when people. If people they paint the sun,
at everybody too. We met somebody. The thing though is I wondered what it would look like from the people in cars driving by. Were they smiling too? Some of them had to have been. I like to think that.
Yeah, you see that in grocery stores when you take your kids into grocery stores.
Oh,
how everybody's face lights up.
They're old people magnets.
Yeah,
they're elderly magnets. You put it. That's what the cart is for. It's a cage. It's a what's that cage that gets keeps electricity out?
Faraday cage.
Faraday cage. The cart is a Faraday cage that keeps old people away. Because they just walk in and it's like a bug zapper, they just go straight for you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's awesome, but if you were holding them, you could just hold my child.
Oh yeah.
Or they start smiling immediately. As soon as
there's such joy, children, they're such joy beings. But Robin's mother is visiting Jackie, who is the greatest blessing to our family. Because it's we're a little older, and I'm doing this all the time for, we leave how many days? How many hours are we gone a day?
Working?
Yeah. It's a 8 to 12 hour day kind of thing. 12,
yeah.
We have 10, long, yeah. And we're away from our kids, and my greatest joy is to hang out with my kids.
Right.
They're just little joy beings.
Yeah.
Because they're walking around into this world that's kind of gone dull and old, and because of the captivity. But for the children, they're walking around wow, everything is awesome.
Yeah.
This is magnificent.
Everything is super awesome.
Everything is awesome.
My kids have more fun playing in a giant puddle out by the public school in their parking lot after every time it rains. It's a huge puddle. It turns into a pre-made pond with a concrete ground. They love playing in that more than they love swimming in the pool.
Yep. They love puddles, man.
It's
stomping.
Hey, it's fresh rain, it's fresh water on the ground. Let's play in a puddle.
We just got wet. Galoshes.
No, we go barefoot, man. You want to go tribal, you have to be barefoot.
Yeah, that's true.
Pants and all.
Yep.
You got to be ready for those bites.
Yeah, Paul came into the building this morning. I was in the school, and I just got done editing a video called "Believers Are the Serpent Crushers."
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Idlewild
Right, because we're
Avenue.
followers, and Jesus was the serpent crusher, and since we're followers of Jesus, and Jesus himself says in Luke, "Behold, you are a serpent."
Your chain lock came undone back there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Chain unlock came undone.
The chain
The chain on the tractor came undone.
We're about at our
Turn left onto West Idlewild Avenue.
We're gonna get over here.
Continue on West Idlewild Avenue for a half mile.
Alright.
Head southeast on Florida 580 West,
Alright,
US
so how
92
close are
West.
We're 4 minutes. We
In
should wrap it
1,000
up.
feet, use the right
The
lane to
video.
take the Florida
So we're gonna
580
wrap up. I
West,
gotta pay attention to my
Hillsborough Avenue
GPS. I gotta
to US
plug back
92
into the
East.
matrix.
Yeah.
Good talk.
We're going back in. Good luck.
Use the right